attack the defense, quarterback doing exactly what he needs to, and then Devontae winning his one-on-one matchup.
Look, I was watching it live. When it happened, I thought, oh, Jalen just threw the ball 10 yards out of bounds.
No.
That ball looks like it's going to go so far out of bounds, and he makes the catch. So that's analytical Dan. No one does the analysis better. But there's also a Monday Dan, and we love Monday Dan. Monday Dan is always good to give you an opinion that is going to resonate all week. What does our Monday Dan say today?
I love the team. I don't trust Nick Sirianni in big moments. And I think for the true playoff contenders with Philadelphia, it absolutely is. They're the one that has a giant question mark as a head coach. That what are you going to do situationally? No coach takes more points off the board than Nick Sirianni. There is a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. And I feel right now there's way too much reckless with game management by the head coach.
And there's an inconsistency in it, too. I mean, going for the two, the number of times he did it, the situations he did yesterday didn't make any sense. Then eschewing the field goal, much more makeable field goals twice in the game, and then trying the 57-yarder at the end. You have to have seen it to understand. If you didn't take our word for it, he did a lot of things that made no sense yesterday and got bailed out because Trevor Lawrence threw a terrible interception. Rex, how much criticism of Nick Sirianni is fair?
No, I think it's all fair. I really do. However, I'm also not just going to, I'm not going to ignore the fact that he's found the formula. And the formula offensively for this football team, with the talent they have, is to run the ball at almost a 2-to-1 clip. And what happens, Jalen Hurts was struggling earlier in the year, right? Well, he's not now. The last 4 weeks, he hasn't turned the ball over. He's absolutely, you said it earlier, explosive. Like they have an explosive offense. Why? It's run heavy, play action, let him take some shots down the field, which he does extremely well. And so to me, when they keep this formula, the guy's lost one game. He's like 16-1 when they run the ball more than they throw it. And so to me, he's got that formula. There's some good about this guy.
Right.
Okay. There is some good about this guy. Now, game management, you've got to be kidding me. You personally, Nick Sirianni, get out of his own way. Like somebody like, hey, Nick, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Like, we need to go for one. Like, you go up 17-0.
3 possessions.
3 possessions. What the hell are you doing going for 2? It makes no sense. And then the 57-yard, I know analytics, like I use it as a tool. I wouldn't use it. This is what we had to do. But analytics had to be going crazy when he lined up for a 57-yard damn field goal.
It did.
It's stupid.
Analytics said going for it is overwhelmingly the play to go there.
Go for it or punt is a hell of a lot better than kicking a 57-yarder.
I feel pretty confident in saying I don't have a lot of flaws concerned when it comes to their football team. I don't, Philadelphia.
Talent-wise.
Talent-wise, ability-wise, I think this is a very, very good football team. You're waiting with bated breath almost of like, when's it going to bite you? When is that decision going to bite you? Because it almost did yesterday.
Yep.
And credit on Nakobe Dean makes the play. But as the season gets going, and as we're getting into the conversation of playoffs and seedings and number 1 seed, the reservation is when is it going to come back to bite you? And you just hope and pray, if you're an Eagles fan, that it's not when it matters the most.
Because here's the point. Trevor Lawrence makes a terrible decision, throws a bad ball, gets intercepted, and that's how the game ends, and the Eagles win. Rex, if he throws a touchdown in that sequence, and the Eagles lose that game, what's the conversation we're having today?
Yeah, they're going to, torch him. There's no question. They may fire him. Like, are you kidding me with some of those decisions? And we know the history, but absolutely. How different would it have been had Jacksonville won that game? Oh, my goodness, guys.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it'd be 50-50 whether they fired him.
That game had no business being close.
None.
They outgained them by 232 yards. They held the ball 16 minutes longer. The only reason the game was close is because of the decision-making by Nick Sirianni to continuously take points off the board.
Yeah, there were so many things he did. When a coach does something you disagree with, that's one thing. B, when he does things that are completely inconsistent with each other, when they do multiple things in a game or in a season that clearly don't fit together, it makes you feel like this is not a person who has a plan. It is a person who's kind of winging it by the seat of his pants at a moment in time where that's not the way NFL teams are coached.
Preseason, I took the Lions and the Eagles to be in the NFC title game.
Yeah.
And I just would have so much more confidence in Dan Campbell when it comes to the handling of the game over Nick Sirianni right now.
Yeah, I think everybody would feel that way. And all of a sudden, you're looking up at Washington in the division, and we will see.